Hello, I'm here with Mayor David Alvey. My name is Gordon Criswell, retired Assistant County Administrator, and we want to have a conversation today with you, Mayor, around some of the questions that you have been receiving from members of our community as you seek your second term as our mayor.
Thank you, Gordon.
Welcome.
This is a great opportunity.
So our first question, Mayor, is as a mayor, you have advanced an approach to neighborhood revitalization called the Neighborhoods Up approach. Could you explain or share with our audience what you mean by that and some of the things you have done to implement this Neighborhoods Up initiative, please?
Yeah, I refer to it as Neighborhoods Up because if you look at the history of cities began small, obviously a neighborhood here, a neighborhood there, and it would grow and grow and continually develop over time. And great cities really grow from the neighborhoods up. And that was the same in Kansas City, Kansas. When we look back at the history of Wyandotte County and Kansas City, Kansas, you could see that our history was written in our neighborhoods. And as we brought people in, as they built their homes, they would build churches, they would build schools, they would establish businesses, they were prosperous. And as we built that, the community prospered, the city prospered. And on the same way, though, when we began to experience decline, when we began to see disinvestment, you would see neighborhoods decline and they became less attractive for people. And so we had people move out. And so our property values declined. It was not as good a place to invest or to raise your family or to build a business. And so businesses and people and churches go where there are strong neighbors, strong neighborhoods. When neighborhoods begin to decline, all those things begin to falter. So over a 50-year period, Wyandotte County lost about 50,000 residents, and that was because we were not taking care of our neighborhoods. And so Neighborhoods Up, to revitalize Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas, to keep that momentum going forward, we really want to focus in on neighborhoods. And really, our neighborhoods have been very resilient. In spite of the decline, there were neighbors and neighborhoods that said, you know, our neighborhoods are important to us. We're going to stay here. We're going to fight. We're going to solve the problems of crime. We're going to solve the problems of disinvestment. We're going to solve the problems of code enforcement. People stayed and fought for their neighborhoods. That resiliency, I think, is the best story about Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas. Not everyone left town. A lot of people stayed and they fought for their neighborhoods. So I think we have to continue to strengthen our neighborhoods and really help them solve their problems. We have to improve the look, the feel, and function of neighborhoods. So we've done a lot of things in the past 3.5 years. You know, we've strengthened our code enforcement ordinances to make code enforcement stronger. We have initiated an illegal dumping ordinance that, in fact, if you see someone illegal dumping and you turn that into us, to police department, you can get a reward if there's a prosecution or a conviction that comes from that. We provided our police officers with body cams. Those body cams help protect them, help protect people they encounter. It also helps us to prosecute crimes. We've had more and more community policing, engagement with our community to try and solve the problems in the neighborhoods. So all these things are really helpful. Another big factor that we've been looking at is the infrastructure. When I walk neighborhoods, when I talk to people, I hear about, hey, our street needs to be repaved, or our curbs are in bad shape, or we need more traffic patrol. So you listen to all these things, and clearly we've got to do more for our infrastructure to improve how our streets function, how our stormwater functions, because if we don't take care of those things, if we don't invest in our city, it's hard to ask residents and businesses to invest in their neighborhoods. So we have to bring our investment so that they can see that it's worthwhile for them to develop in their own neighborhoods. So Neighborhoods Up is really looking at a neighborhood level. What do we need to do to solve the problems to make their neighborhood safer, more attractive, more sustainable? Because we want them to be here. We want their kids to come back. We want to build sustainable neighborhoods into the future. And so that's really why we're focusing on the Neighborhoods Up initiative. Go to the neighborhoods, help them solve their problems, bring the resources we can to really lift those neighborhoods up.
Well, thank you, Mayor. And even though we're starting at the neighborhood level, you've just articulated a level of complexity, even at the neighborhood level, that requires folk like you to really give some serious thought about as to how you solve the numerous problems you just articulated. So not an easy task, hard lift, but clearly you're up for the task, and it shows that we have a lot of work to do, and thank goodness for the people who stayed, who are resilient, who stayed around, because we need their help as well.